Thousands of protesters have massed across Israel for the third consecutive day of demonstrations calling for a ceasefire in the war in Gaza amid growing disapproval of the government's handling of the war. Demonstrators have blocked traffic outside the IDF's military headquarters in Tel Aviv in a bid to put pressure on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's war cabinet to find a lasting resolution and ensure the return of the remaining hostages. Others amassed outside the Prime Minister's home in Jerusalem, lighting fires and lifting banners calling to stop the war, as unrest grows around the perceived stalling of negotiations with Hamas. The movement, which has been organizing rallies in the city for months, has gained support since Israel's defense forces recovered the bodies of 6 more captives from Gaza on Saturday night, all reportedly executed by Hamas days prior. Protesters in Tel Aviv were joined by family members of some of those still in Gaza, who spoke critically of Netanyahu before observing a short silence and prayer. The crowd marked the end of the silence, chanting calling for the full release of hostages. Many brought signs and flags to the events emblazoned with critical slogans. The protests have gathered momentum, with Netanyahu insisting that Israel must retain a slice of Gaza known as the Philadelphia Corridor, along the southern border with Egypt. The demand clashes with Hamas' core condition that Israel fully withdraw from Gaza as part of any ceasefire deal. Israel had appeared more willing to go along with a full withdrawal in previous talks. But as overseas discussions stall once more, Israeli distrust towards the Prime Minister has risen. Protests calling for a ceasefire, often attended by the families of hostages, have become a regular occurrence in Tel Aviv. Police briefly scuffled with some protesters, arresting at least 1 man.